want to share part of why the Russiagate thing is totally phony and has not been disclosed to the American people the way it should be, because the Russian lawyer Natalia Veselnitskaya and her friend Maria Butina, who was involved with the NRA, Russian spy and deportation, are not from Russia. They're out of South Lake Tahoe, California, and I knew the girl known as Natalia Veselnitskaya as Stonia Sosna. She was going to high school at South Lake Tahoe High School, and I was working at the 5-Star Texaco on Highway 89 and Highway 50 in South Lake Tahoe. Stonia used to come into the gas station a lot and get gasoline, and I was the station attendant. Stonia at the time was driving a Nissan Stanza, I believe. The personalized license plate was XTC in excess, which is a euphemism for her promiscuous lifestyle. I thought it might originally be something about the band that was popular at that time called In Excess. And I asked her about it, and she said that, well, it really kind of meant exactly what it sounded like. And one day, after I got off work at the station mechanic, Mike Boyajian, invited me to go up to the clubs with him. This is Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe, State Line, Nevada. Right across the border of California into Nevada is a lot of casinos. And so we went up there and we met Stonia and her very best friend, which was Maria Butina. She was going to try and fix me up with Maria Butina. I didn't know her name at that time. So that she could entertain Mike Boyajian. She kind of had a crush on Mike Boyajian. Anyway, I'm a really super shy person. They were trying to set me up because I was socially awkward and still am, even today, a shy person. But, so I declined, to participate in any dating activities that evening. Anyway, so we know that if these two girls are out of South Lake Tahoe, they are not Russians out of, some Russian infiltration for the disruption of the American political system, unless we start to attach all the other people that we find in the South Lake Tahoe High School yearbook. I first discovered this because I used to have a crush on a girl named Shannon Fortier up at Lake Tahoe around 1986. And she showed up at the White House as press secretary Jen Psaki during the Biden administration. Other people from the Lake Tahoe area have been showing up in top-level politics. Mike Pompeo shows up in a 1965 South Lake Tahoe High School yearbook. And I'll present those pictures in this video, but I kind of wanted to talk to you directly to the camera because it's very difficult for me. I live in my car right now, the car that I'm shooting this video in. And I've had a pretty rough go, and I didn't quite know why, but I kind of figured it out over the last 15 years why this country's been going sideways. All of the stuff I found out about the Lake Tahoe yearbook has come since about 2021, 2022. But there's a lot of other things going on with the media that are not correct, and I protested that from like 2010 till now, so like 15 years. And I've suffered a lot of retribution for that through government channels. Torture and remote torture, that kind of bullshit. Anyway, I think it's really important for us to understand that all of our reality, as far as politics and the Russiagate and the current administration with Donald Trump, it all stems from the same machine. It's not some Donald Trump's going to save America by injecting religion back into the state. It's not Charlie Kirk faking his death and trying to re-enliven the religious movement for the right. It's a very dangerous time because, like all of these executive orders that Trump's, putting down the line, really aren't legal. They don't pass muster. Our Congress is supposed to handle that. And as we can see from our Congress, both during the Biden administration and the Trump administration, has been very ineffectual. They won't challenge each other. They may call each other names. We've got a presidential cabinet that's made up of basically internet, social media whores or trolls, and they are not acting in a professional manner. When I see Dan Bongino go off like a baby on his website and he's still holding a position at the White House, these 5-year-old activities are not what our government is supposed to be about. And so that's why I wanted to speak to you, to the camera, because I have a lot of information to relay on the Russia incident because of the identification of various people that came through the Sacramento area, Lake Tahoe area, Northern California, and they are not legitimate players. These are people who have been placed into power. They, like Kristi Noem, governor, used to work at a bank here in Sacramento, Bank of America on Marconi Avenue. I was a bank customer at the time and a news person. And when you see these people reappear in high levels of government, you know there's something going wrong. And that's why I'm here to explain my position in what I know. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but I'm going to tell you what I know. And then you can make your own decision. Anyway, I'm going to finish this video within the next week or so here, I am hoping. This is October 23rd, I believe, of 2025. And when I try to present information in a broadcast manner, it doesn't come off as genuine as me speaking to you here with the camera by myself in my car. And I wanted you to hear it from my face. And when I have to read it off of a script on my computer, I'm looking off to the side. You can't look into my eyes and judge what my character is like. You can't know if I'm trying to sell you something. And so I just wanted it to be open and honest, and that's why this piece of video here. Anyway, I will get into the details of what are necessary to understand the scope of this problem with our government, the media, and how they have decided who's going to be in power. The face man, the Hillary Clintons, the Joseph Bidens, the Donald Trumps, they decide this 30 years in advance. And we suffer the consequences. So my name's Tracy Mapes, and I'm going to be presenting this video so that you are a more informed citizen of the United States. Where it goes from there, I don't have any control of. But I do feel, as a news person, I owe it to you to tell exactly what I've seen. Everything I've seen and everything I report may not be 100% accurate, but I'll tell you what it is 100%. it's 100% an explanation for why we're having the big problems that we do have. Anyway, take care.